All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. All right. And we're it's definitely an interesting video. So we'll let this play and we'll get some scripture.
People have definitely said that. They just weren't white, so you didn't listen. Pretty sure Native Americans thought their land was perfectly fine until y'all showed up with smallpox, guns, and Jesus. I'm pretty sure Palestinians weren't thrilled when their new neighbors turned their homes into rubble and call it a democracy. And let's not forget every black and brown neighborhood that got gentrified into a Whole Foods parking lot because someone wanted to fix what wasn't broken. You know, the same neighborhoods white people have been avoiding for decades, suddenly labeled as up and coming the moment y'all decided the exposed brick had potential. Families forced out, rent tripled, culture erased. Also, y'all could rename the block after a tree you've never planted and pretend you discovered it. But sure, girly, nobody's ever said white people ruined a neighborhood. But I get it. When your legacy is built on taking things that weren't yours, of course the concept of ruining something feels foreign. You've never had to sit with the damage, you just rename it, rezone it, and raise the rent. And then you wonder why nobody wants you there. And it's not that people hate you for being white, they hate what happens every time you unpack a box.
That was smooth and to the point, but it's true. Okay? It is true. And bad Uncle Esau has a track record of doing that. Why? Because he is the devil. And as the scripture says, what's it? 1 John 1 and no, John 10 and 10. It says, the thief cometh not but to steal. No, that's not it. No, yeah, this is it. It says, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. All right. You can back that up with, I believe it's in Revelation when it says how your adversary, the devil or Satan, walks around as a lion seeking whom he may devour. Okay. That's this guy's track record. He goes in, he gets all envious of what people have, and then he goes and just takes it. Actually, you know what? There's scripture on that too. Habakkuk 2 and 9, it says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. All right? That's what these devils do. They have an evil, unsatisfiable spirit of envy. He can't stand when people have shit. He can't stand it. Even if they not living good, he can't stand the little that they have. He has to take it. He's not right until he takes it. That's why the scripture says, hey man, did this guy oh man, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. But never mind. It's okay. Because we got another one that backs us up, back that up. What's that one? Proverbs 23 and 10, it says, remove not the old landmark, enter not into the fields of the fatherless. That's what bad Uncle Esau has done. Especially when it comes to Jake. as the woman mentioned in this video, we got robbed of our heritage, and then you came in with redlining, redistricting. Okay? You put cocaine, you put crack cocaine, heroin, weed, guns into the neighborhood. Have Jake drive down the property value, and then you send in a whole bunch of police. And then once a Starbucks comes in and a Dunkin' Donuts, man, in 2 years, the whole neighborhood, as the woman said, is re-gentrified. That's this devil's MO, to steal, kill, and destroy. All right? Destroying people's lives by taking what's not theirs. But see, we're living in the time that, according to Deuteronomy 30 and 7, okay, these curses are going to start falling on our enemy. And one of the big ones that's going to happen to bad Uncle Esau is this. Isaiah 33 and 1. It says, woe to thee that spoilest. And who's the one that spoilest? Bad Uncle Esau. Okay? He says, and thou wast not spoiled. Okay? Who's going into Edomite neighborhoods? Who's putting crack cocaine, heroin, guns? Who's putting these things in the so-called white community so the property value can go down? And then you got a whole bunch of rich jakes that could come in, buy it all up for cheap, and then set up another Elaine, Arkansas, or another Black Wall Street. Where's that happening at? Okay, it says, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee, because it's this. Like I said before, this guy's spirit is so envious. He can't just say, you know what, I like your neighborhood. Do you mind if I move into this neighborhood and I just want to be like you and make this neighborhood a community for all of us to live and be safe, have children that could run around here and play and just have something for us. No, they don't do that. They can't just go in and do that. Their whole mindset is take, and take. And once they've done all that, the little that you have or the nothing that you have, they even trying to take that too. And they deal it with their unrighteous decrees. They deal it with their broken treaties and promises. The withholding of funds. Right? That's how these devils do treacherously. And it said, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. It says, when thou shalt cease to spoil, this is it, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And these devils are catching the backlash from all nations of people because of their MO that they've been doing ever since the dawn of time. They're all upset about, as the woman said, how come people don't want us? It's because I'm white. To a certain degree, yes, because you're white. But it's the mentality that comes with you truly being a so-called white person, because you're really not white. You're Edomites. And that envious take spirit is in the majority of the nation as a whole. And the Lord said, when the time comes, hey, your neighborhoods are going to start being ravished. And you can kind of see it with the opioids, the high rent, the YNs that are entering into the community. All right. Now their communities are starting to be ravished, just like she mentioned, our brothers Reuben and Gad. All right. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now their neighborhoods are starting to suffer some of the same miseries and woes that the Jake community has suffered under the wicked hands of bad Uncle Esau. And it's a beautiful thing to see. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say Shalom.